Welcome back to this channel. At this moment, we're going to talk about the passive voice in English.
So, keep watching and learning to understand the lesson. And please, remember to like and subscribe this channel after having watched and learned.
Passive voice. A sentence can be either in the active or passive voice.
Sebuah kalimat dapat berupa kalimat aktif atau pasif.
In an active sentence, the subject performs the action.
Dalam kalimat aktif, subjek melakukan tindakan.
In a passive sentence, the subject receives the action.
Dalam kalimat pasif, subjek menerima tindakan.
We use an active verb to say what the subject does.
Kita menggunakan kata kerja aktif untuk mengatakan apa yang dilakukan subjek.
For examples, my grandfather was a builder. He built this house in 1930. It's a big company. It employs 200 people.
Perhatikan kedua kalimat tersebut, yang merupakan kalimat aktif. Dalam bahasa Indonesia, predikat pada kalimat aktif seringkali menggunakan imbuhan me atau ber. Misalnya, kalimat kedua pada kalimat awal diterjemahkan menjadi, dia membangun rumah ini pada tahun 1930. Dan, kalimat kedua yang lainnya diterjemahkan, perusahaan itu mempekerjakan 200 orang. Dengan demikian, kata kerja aktif atau predikatnya adalah membangun dan mempekerjakan.
We use a passive verb to say what happens to the subject.
Kata kerja pasif digunakan untuk mengatakan apa yang terjadi pada subjek.
For examples, this house is quite old. It was built in 1930. 200 people are employed by the company. Many accidents are caused by careless driving.
Dalam bahasa Indonesia, salah satu ciri kalimat pasif adalah predikatnya berimbuhan di terkan. Penggunaan kata oleh pada kalimat pasif dapat dihilangkan dan tidak mengubah makna kalimat. Seperti pada contoh di layar jika diterjemahkan ke dalam bahasa Indonesia menjadi, rumah ini sudah cukup tua, rumah tersebut dibangun pada tahun 1930. 200 orang dipekerjakan oleh perusahaan. Banyak kecelakaan disebabkan oleh kecerobohan mengemudi.
When we use the passive, who or what causes the action is often unknown or unimportant.
Ketika kita menggunakan pasif, siapa atau apa yang menyebabkan tindakan sering tidak diketahui atau tidak penting.
For examples, a lot of money was stolen in the robbery. Somebody stole it but we don't know who. Is this room cleaned every day? Does somebody clean it? It's not important who. If we want to say who does or what causes the action, we use the word by.
Jika kita ingin mengatakan siapa yang melakukan atau apa yang menyebabkan tindakan, kita menggunakan kata by atau oleh dalam bahasa Indonesia.
For examples, this house was built by my grandfather. 200 people are employed by the company. To make an active sentence into a passive sentence, follow these steps.
Untuk membuat kalimat aktif menjadi kalimat pasif, ikuti langkah-langkah berikut.
1. Place the complement of the active sentence at the beginning of the passive sentence.
1. Letakkan objek atau pelengkap kalimat aktif di awal kalimat pasif. Perhatikan contoh berikut ini, objek atau pelengkap dari kalimat aktif tersebut adalah this room, seperti yang tertulis pada layar. Kemudian, untuk dijadikan kalimat pasif maka objek atau pelengkap tadi pindahkan menjadi di awal kalimat pasif seperti contoh yang ada di layar.
2. If there are any auxiliaries in the active sentence, place them immediately after the new subject agreeing in number with the subject.
2. Jika dalam kalimat aktif terdapat kata bantu, letakkan segera setelah subjek baru pada kalimat pasif yang sesuai dengan jumlah subjeknya.
3. Insert the verb be after the auxiliary or auxiliaries in the same form as the main verb in the active sentence.
3. Sisipkan kata kerja be setelah kata bantu dalam bentuk yang sama dengan kata kerja utama dalam kalimat aktif.
4. Place the main verb from the active sentence after the auxiliaries and be in the past participle.
4. Tempatkan kata kerja utama dari kalimat aktif setelah kata bantu dan be dalam bentuk past participle.
5. Place the subject of the active sentence after the verb in the passive sentence preceded by the preposition by. This can be eliminated completely if it is not important or is understood.
Tempatkan subjek kalimat aktif setelah kata kerja dalam kalimat pasif yang didahului oleh preposisi by atau oleh. Ini dapat dihilangkan sepenuhnya jika tidak penting atau dipahami.
Study the following possible word orders for passive voice. Passive voice in simple present. Subject plus be. A is am plus verb in past participle, or verb 3. For example, active sentence. Hurricanes destroy a great deal of property each year. Hurricanes, subject. Destroy, in present form. A great deal of property, object or complement. The passive form is. A great deal of property is destroyed by hurricanes each year. A great deal of property, singular subject. Is, be. Destroyed, past participle. Just pay attention, how the passive sentence pattern is formed in simple present. A great deal of property, singular subject. The verb, destroy, in simple present, you must place the verb be, is, because the subject is in singular. Destroyed, past participle. Study the following possible word orders for passive voice in simple past. Subject plus be was were plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For example, active. The tornado destroyed 30 houses. The tornado, subject. Destroyed, past. 30 houses, object, complement. The passive form is 30 houses were destroyed by the tornado. 30 houses, plural subject. Were, be in past form. Destroyed, past participle. Study the following possible word orders for passive voice in present continuous. Subject plus be, are, am, is, plus being, plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For example, active. The committee is considering several new proposals. The committee, subjectus considering, present continuous, several new proposals, object, complement. The passive form is several new proposals are being considered by the committee. The passive form is several new proposals are being considered by the committee. Several new proposals, plural subjectaire, auxiliary. Being, be. Considered, past participle. Study the following possible word orders for passive voice in past continuous. Subject plus be, was, were, plus being, plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For example, active. The committee was considering several new proposals. The committee, subject, was considering, past continuous, several new proposals, object, complement. The passive form is several new proposals were being considered by the committee. The passive form is several new proposals were being considered by the committee. Several new proposals, plural subject, What? Auxiliary, being, be. Past participle, considered. Study the following possible word orders for passive voice in present perfect. Subject, plus have. Has, plus been, plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For example, active. The company has ordered some new equipment. The company, subject, has ordered, present perfect, some new equipment, object, complement. The passive form is, some new equipment has been ordered by the company. The passive form is, some new equipment has been ordered by the company. Some new equipment, singular subject, has, auxiliary, been, be. Ordered, past participle. Study the following possible word orders for passive voice in past perfect. Subject, plus had, plus been, plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For example, active. The room looked nice. Somebody had cleaned it. Somebody, subject, had cleaned, past perfect, it, object, complement. The passive form is, the room looked nice. It had been cleaned. It, subject, had, auxiliary, been, be. Cleaned, past participle. Study the following possible word orders for passive voice in modals. Subject, plus modal, plus be, plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For example, active. The manager should sign these contracts today. The manager, subject, should, modal, sign, verb, these contracts, object, complement. The passive form is, these contracts should be signed by the manager today. These contracts, subject, should, modal, be, signed, past participle. Exercise 1. Change the following sentences from active to passive voice. 1. Somebody calls the president every day. 2. John is calling the other members. 3. Martha was delivering the documents to the department. 4. The other members have revealed the amendment. 5. The delegates had received the information before the recess. 6. The teacher should buy the supplies for this class. 7. Somebody will call Mr. Watson tonight. 8. The fire has caused considerable damage. 9. The company was developing a new procedure before the bankruptcy hearings began. 10. John will have received the papers by tomorrow. Now, please pause the video to answer the questions. Exercise 2. Complete the sentences using one of these words in the correct form, present or past. Cause, damage, invite, overtake, translate, show, surround, hold, make, right. 1. Many accidents, by dangerous driving. 2. Cheese. From milk. 3. The roof of the building. In a storm a few days ago. 4. You, to the wedding. Why didn't you go? 5. A cinema is a place where films. 6. In the United States, election for president. Every 4 years. 7. Originally the book. In Spanish, and a few years ago it, into English. 8. although we were driving quite fast, we buy a lot of other cars. 9. You can't see the house from the road, it by trees. Now, please pause the video to answer the questions. The answers. Exercise 1. 1. The president is called every day. 2. The other members are being called by John. 3. The documents were being delivered by Martha to the department. 4. The amendment has been revealed by the other members. 5. The information had been received by the delegates before the recess. 6. The supplies for this class should be bought by the teacher. 7. Mr. Watson will be called tonight. 8. Considerable damage has been caused by the fire. 9. A new procedure was being developed by the company before the bankruptcy hearings began. 10. The papers will have been received by John by tomorrow. The answers of exercise 2. 1. Many accidents are caused by dangerous driving. 2. Cheese is made from milk. 3. The roof of the building was damaged in a storm a few days ago. 4. You were invited to the wedding. Why didn't you go? 5. A cinema is a place where films are shown. 6. In the United States, elections for president are held every 4 years. 7. Originally the book was written in Spanish, and a few years ago it was translated into English. 8. Although we were driving quite fast, we were overtaken by a lot of other cars. 9. You can't see the house from the road. It is surrounded by trees. This is the end of the session. Thank you for watching. Just remember to like and subscribe this video or this channel. Have a nice day. God bless you.